One night, just as you're brushing your teeth and getting ready for bed, you glance out the window and the moon is gone. Not behind a cloud, not a crescent, just gone, like someone reached up and plucked it from the sky like a glowing golf ball. At first, most people don't even notice. After all, the moon doesn't exactly scream when it disappears, but a few astronomers start panicking. A few hours later, everyone else is panicking too, because tides start acting weird. Really weird. Here's the thing, the moon isn't just a pretty face. It's actually tugging on Earth all the time, pulling oceans toward it like a cosmic magnet. That's what creates tides. So, when the moon vanishes, so do regular tides. Coastal communities that depend on tides for fishing or shipping, total chaos. Harbors are either dry or flooded. Surfing becomes boring forever. Crabs get confused, and somewhere, a seagull is screaming in rage. But losing tides is just the beginning. Without the moon's gravitational pull, Earth starts wobbling. You know how a spinning top wobbles more as it slows down? That's us now, a spinning top without its balance. The moon usually acts like a gravitational stabilizer, keeping Earth's tilt nice and steady at about 23.5 degrees. Without it, that tilt becomes unpredictable. Some years, the planet could tilt a little more. Some years, a lot more. Imagine winters so cold your breath freezes midair, and summers where the poles melt like butter on a grill. You'd get snow in the Sahara and heat waves in Antarctica. Animals wouldn't know where to migrate. Crops would fail. And humans? Well, we'd need really good jackets and really good air conditioning, and probably panic a little more. The night sky would also feel emptier. The moon is the second brightest object in our sky after the sun. Without it, nights would be way darker. Good luck walking through your house at 2 a.m. without stubbing your toe on the coffee table. No more moonlight strolls, no more full moons for werewolves. Actually, werewolves might be completely cured. Silver lining? And then there's the problem of Earth's rotation. Right now, Earth is slowing down very, very gradually thanks to the moon. Each century, the moon's tug slows our spin by a few milliseconds. That means days are getting longer, but so slowly you'll never notice. Without the moon, that slowing stops, which doesn't sound like a big deal, until you realize the moon was actually helping Earth shed some rotational energy. Without it, Earth might eventually spin just a little too fast. And a faster spinning Earth means shorter days, stronger storms, and way more chaotic weather systems. Hurricanes could become monster spirals that stretch halfway across continents. Jet streams would go bananas. It'd be like Earth chugged 5 energy drinks and decided to become a pinball. But wait, there's more. If the moon just vanished without a trace, it would violate a lot of laws of physics. Where did all that mass go? The moon is about 1/80th the mass of Earth. If that much mass just poofed, it would send shockwaves through the solar system. Literally, the sudden gravitational shift could jostle satellites, destabilize orbits, and maybe even pull some asteroids into new paths. Like toward us. That's right. No moon might mean surprise space rocks. And don't even get me started on the emotional fallout. Humans have been writing songs, poems, and love letters to the moon for thousands of years. Imagine the heartbreak of millions of amateur photographers who can no longer take overly dramatic black and white moonshots. Lunar calendars, gone, werewolf movies, irrelevant, tide charts, paperweights. So, what could we do? Could we build an artificial moon? Maybe. A giant satellite to replace it? Probably not anytime soon. The moon is huge, over 3,000 kilometers wide, and 384,000 kilometers away. It's not something you can just 3D print and launch next Tuesday. But what if we stole a new moon? There are moons all over the solar system. Jupiter alone has 95 factorial. Maybe we could borrow one. Just reel it in with a space tow truck. Of course, Jupiter's not just going to hand one over. You'd probably have to negotiate with its moons. And if that sounds ridiculous, remember, you're trying to replace a missing moon. In the end, the moon is more than just a nightlight. It's a planetary dance partner, a stabilizer, a tidal conductor, and possibly the reason life on Earth got started in the first place. Many scientists believe early tidal pools driven by the moon played a role in the origin of life. So, if the moon disappeared, the world wouldn't end tomorrow. But little by little, Earth would become a stranger, more chaotic, darker place. And somewhere, on some empty beach, a lonely crab would look up at the sky, raise a claw, and wonder what happened to that glowing friend in the night.